Hey guys, this is Luzani Kuku, aka Genius Lifestyle, and welcome to my channel. So I'm doing the May reset, which basically means I'm gonna be doing April in review and then what I plan on doing in May. So April was a very busy month in SA generally. It was a busy month for myself as well. Chaotic month as well. Great month as well. All in one. So I'll start with the intentions that I had for April. So I had set goals in March that were March goals that were feeding into April as well. So I was not going to be going into more debt. That is going to be my goal throughout the year up until I pay off all my debt. So I was not going to be going into any more debt. So I was also going to be continuing with the fasting. So in March I did the 16-8. So I saw that the 16-8 was a bit hard, although I did manage to do it, but it was hard. So I downgraded to 13-11, which was slightly easier than, in fact, a lot easier than 16-8. I think I have more days in April where I was able to reach my fasting target compared to March. And I didn't go into any extra debt in the month of April. I did manage to pay off, let me see, I wrote it down. I did manage to pay off the debt. I don't know why I'm saying pay off. Yeah, pay off some of the debt. So on the 1st of April, I was owing 546,000. 554 rand and 9 cents. By the end of the month, or rather the 1st of March, I was owing 543,352 rand. So I did manage to pay off. So I ended off the month with less debt than I started it with. So that was a win for me. And then also with the morning routine, I had been wanting to implement a morning routine since last year. I eventually came up with a morning routine. I'll show you a picture of my morning routine. I copied it from someone on Instagram. She's actually her morning routine templates things look very nice because she puts pictures and all those other things. I think I'll do the same thing as time goes by. It's just that I needed to get started for now, and this is my morning routine. Look, I just force myself to do all of those things, and then I know some of those things that are on there seem like obvious things to do, but when you work from home, sometimes they are not so obvious. So that's my morning routine, and I did manage to do it. Majority of the time I was able to do my morning routine. The only times that it did not apply, so when I visit home, it doesn't really apply. Some of the things apply, but not all of them. So excuse me, those were my highs for April. And then on the side where April was not such a good month in terms of my lows, look, the budget, I did well in terms of budgeting for the month of April. I did budget. I'm using the zero-based budget. I think I told you guys I'm doing the Davish method. So I am using a zero-based budget. The zero-based budget was done way before the month started. But once the month has started, in terms of tracking my expenses, I did not track my expenses, and that's how I ended up spending. I spent so much money on takeaways and alcohol, you guys, also because of the holidays. Yeah, I just did a lot. I did too much. But okay, I could have paid off way more debt than I paid because I did have a bit of extra cash in April, but I didn't pay off as much as I could have, because of the fact that I was not tracking my expenses. So there was that, and because this is another low. I'm supposed to be losing about 2 kgs per month. Instead of losing 2 kgs in the month of April, I gained 2 kgs, which makes sense. I mean, if you could see what I was doing quite a bit, quite a bit. So it makes sense that I gained weight instead of lost weight. But look, I only gained 2 kgs, so it's going to be easy to get back on track again now in May. Yeah, I did a lot. Just thinking about it, I cringe. So that was basically April and how things worked out in April. But then some of the takeaways from April, I'll be implementing them to the changes I want to make in May. So in May, I have quite a few changes that I want to make. So firstly, I've been doing 30 soft. I'll call it 30 soft. I've been doing a 30 soft challenge. So I did want to do the 75 hard challenge, but 75 hard is hard. And then I saw that there's a 75 soft. 75 soft for me is hard as well. So I'm not going to be doing that one either. So I'll just do a 30 soft challenge, meaning it's going to be for 30 days and it's going to be soft. The reason it's soft is because these are the things I have to do. So I'll not be having any takeaways in May, like no takeaways at all. And then no alcohol at all as well again in May. And the last thing I have to do is 1 minute of exercise every single day for the 30 days. The exercise is not necessarily a full 1 minute. It's just that I have to do, the exercise I've chosen is, what are they called? Squats. So I have to do 10 squats within a minute. So normally I would do the squats, but I would like do one squat, do a second squat, I don't know, minutes and minutes later. But now I'm just forcing myself to do them in one go within a minute. So that's my 30 soft challenge. And then another thing that I saw with the morning routine in April was that I've heard one of my faves say your morning routine starts with your night routine. I saw that in April, so definitely my goal for May is to come up with a night routine. So I haven't come up with it as yet, but I'm hoping I'll have a night routine by the end of the month, because I saw how I get impacted when I go to sleep like very late, and then I'm unable to do the most basic part of my morning routine, which is wake up when my alarm rings. So definitely want to implement I want to come up with and implement a night routine for the month of May. And for May as well, I'm planning for my studies, for work, like actually making plans and sticking to them. And even if I don't stick to them to the T, but sticking to them as closely as possible. So I follow Lydia Sen. She's one of my faves in terms of, like, I love her. She's a great YouTuber in terms of if you want to be productive, how to manage your time, all of those types of things. She's a great person to follow. And I saw like that how she plans. So she does this batch planning, which I think I like how she does it, and I've seen that it actually works quite well for her. So I want to see if I can do the same thing for myself as well, where I just batch my time and do certain things only at certain times and see if that will work for me. I will continue to be fasting as well. It's still the 13-11. Like I said, it's easier to do. It's so much easier to do. Maybe it's easy because I started with the 16-8, and because the 16-8 I did manage to do it, but it was hard. So now that I've downgraded, I think that's why it's just so much easier. So I will continue to fast, and I'm not planning on going into any more dates. So the date that I started off the month with, on the 1st of June, I must have less date than what I started off the month with. And in terms of Iskoloto, you guys, I think I told you that I'm about to pay off one of my other contracts now in May. And then I'll be left with 3 accounts. So I did realize that I can, because the 3 accounts that I left, I think I did say on my previous video that I wouldn't be able to get rid of any of them this year. But I realized that I can consolidate the one into my bigger debt. So I have 3. The other 2 are big, quite big debts on their own, and then there's the third one I can consolidate it into like my second debt. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'll only be like left with 2 debt payments. And yeah, for me as well, I did do my zero-based budget, giving every rand an assignment. So I'm hoping that for May I'll be able to actually do my budget review and keep track of my expenses. And yeah, man, I think May should be a good month because of that reason. And if I'm not drinking, I don't see why I would like lose the plot. Do you get what I mean? Because I'm not drinking and I'm not getting takeaways, and that's mainly where I lose my money. So I'm hoping that doing this will really help me on my weight loss journey and my debt payoff journey, because then it covers both those things. Like, it's just two birds with one stone. And yeah, that's about it in terms of my plans for May. I will update you guys when the month ends. Hopefully I will have done well, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next upload. Thank you for watching up until this point. If you have any goals of your own that you are planning for May, you can share them in the comments section down below. And I know that I'm mainly talking to my to my friends, because those are the people that watch my channel. But yeah, thank you, boys and girls. I will see you guys on my next upload. Peace. I really hope I won't have to re-record this thing, hey? I really hope.